Hi, my name is Ralph and I'm an alcoholic. Welcome back to my now third episode with a slightly different attempt to stay grounded and connected to my recovery. Today's topic is the bondage of resentment. No, not another resentment topic. Well, I could have and probably should have known that it is coming. If I had worked the daily reflections better in the past, but I didn't. But here we go. I'll try to do better now. Today's topic comes with a quote from How Bill Sees It, page 5. Harboring resentment is infinitely grave, for then we shut ourselves off from the sunlight of the Spirit. Well, the bondage of resentment. The bondage of resentment. I mean, can we just admit that sounds a bit intense? Like something you'd find in the medieval dungeon or an especially awkward relationship workshop. But yeah, turns out it's not a metaphor. And not a metaphor you want to test. It's not fun. I've been there, didn't even get a t-shirt. When I first got into recovery, people talked about resentment like it was this big toxic beast, and I thought, okay, I'm annoyed at a few people, but who isn't? I didn't realize I was practically hosting a resentment Airbnb in my head. Some folks had been living rent-free there for years. It wasn't just that I remembered things people did. It was that I kept replaying them like a greatest hits album. I'd narrate the same story in my head, complete with dramatic reenactments and the mental courtroom where always won the case. Objection, Your Honor, that person sucks. Sustained. Yeah. Here's the trap. Every time I told myself I was just venting, I was actually rehearsing pain. And believe me, I gave some Oscar-worthy performances in the shower, in traffic, while fake laughing at someone's story in a meeting. But it caught up with me. Not in one big explosion, more like emotional heartburn. That low-level tension, that sharp edge in my voice when someone said something innocent but accidentally stepped on a bruise I'd been nursing since, God knows, 2005. So what is this bondage thing, really? It's that state where you're no longer reacting to what's happening. You're reacting to what already happened over and over and over again. And here's the messed up part. The person I was mad at, half time they had no freaking idea. Or they had long moved on, started the tunes, clues cleans, joined a CrossFit cult, found peace, what do I know? Meanwhile, I was still at home mumbling, can you believe what they said in March 2008? Doing a resentment list inventory as part of my early recovery many years ago, I started to see how much these old grudges were cluttering my mental inbox. Like spam emails that never stop. And then, saying them out actually loudly, I realized, wow, I'd been dragging around all this weight and nobody even cared. Least of all the people I was mad at. One of the funniest things I came across was someone said, you don't have to forgive everyone today. Just stop mentally assassinating them while you do the dishes. Wow, just stop mentally assassinating while you do the dishes? It cracked me up. But yeah, it was exactly what I was doing. Nowadays, these days, I think of resentment like emotional junk food. It tastes good for a second. Oh yeah, that guy was such a jerk. But afterwards, I just feel gross, bloated with self-righteousness, low-grade shame, a touch of spiritual indigestion. Letting go isn't about being holy or enlightened. It's more like finally realizing, hey, I've been walking around with a rock in my shoe for 5 years. What if I just took it out? Some resentments are trickier, I won't lie. There are people who really did hurt me. People I trusted, who ghosted when I was at my lowest. And yeah, I still get a little jab in my gut when I think about it. But I remind myself that pain already happened. Do I really want to keep happening every time I think about it? No. I'd rather do something better with my energy, like make a sandwich, or call a newcomer, or dance like a weirdo in my kitchen. And forgiveness? Look, I used to think that meant letting people off the hook. But now I think it means unhooking myself from them. Because being tied to someone by resentment, that's not justice. That's just walking around with emotional handcuffs and no keys. Today, I still get annoyed. I still catch myself spinning up petty stories in my head. But now I laugh at it more. I catch myself and say, oh hey, look who's writing a new chapter in the book of grudges. Let's go journal instead. And honestly, that sunlight of the spirit they talk about, it is real. But it's not always a glowing beam from heaven. Sometimes it's just a little space, a breath where there used to be tension, a laugh where there used to be a grudge, a quiet kitchen moment where you realize you're not thinking about them anymore, not about assassinating them. And that's freedom. That's light. Well, resentment is not light, but hard stuff till we start cracking it. Well, and that's it for today. My name is Ralph. I'm an alcoholic. Have a great day.